Hi, I'm Laura Cathcart-Robbins, and I am the host and creator of the podcast, Only One in the Room. Every week, my co-host Scott Slaughter and I invite you to join us and lose yourself in someone's only one story. The Only One in the Room has a wide variety of guests, from prisoners to abuse survivors to swingers. With 21 seasons and counting, we guarantee that Only One in the Room will have a story that you'll connect with. This podcast is for anyone who has ever felt alone in a room full of people, which is to say that this podcast is for everyone.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, a founder of the Go Kid Go network. At Go Kid Go, putting kids first is at the heart of every show that we produce. That's why we're so excited to introduce a brand new show to our network called The Search for the Silver Lining, a fantasy adventure series about a spirited young girl named Isla who time travels to the mythical land of Camelot. Look for The Search for the Silver Lining on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's hang out. Let's hang out. And let's talk about what legends have found. Let's hang out. And let's listen to two lesbians shout. Let's hang out. Let's hang out.
Welcome back to Let's Hang Out. I'm Ellie Brigida.
And I'm Lee Holmes Foster, and here's what's happening this week.
This week in the Lesdom.
This Week in the Lesdom is somewhere that we can touch base every episode about things going on in the podcast, in our lives, or in the greater Les universe. And obviously, this week, we will have to start with the greater Les universe and also the greater all of the universe, which is we are all prepping for darker times ahead. So obviously, we want to announce we are going to be canceling all of our events moving forward, all of our trivia nights. We're going to be trying to reschedule when things clear up a bit.
Although we'll have to reschedule our Schitt's Creek trivia in Boston, I know that so many people wanted to come, and I was really excited about it. So we are still going to be doing the Schitt's Creek trivia, but we're going to be doing it virtually. So if you didn't get a chance to get tickets, or if you live anywhere in the whole world, you can attend this trivia night. We're still going to be doing it on March 26th. We hope to see you all there, and we will have information about that on our Facebook page and our website. We are so excited to take this pandemic and turn it into a way to create more global community for all of you. So we hope to see you there, and we hope that you're all staying safe. For those of you who are stuck at home this week, we'll be offering our next watch party for Willow and Tara this upcoming Thursday, March 19th, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for all tiers on our Patreon instead of the usual $10 and up tier. So join us at bit.ly/lespatreon at any level to join us and hang out with us this Thursday. We're also uploading all of our original songs and Renegade covers from season 2 on Spotify, so you can all listen to our beautiful voices and keep your ears company. We're also releasing new Renegade cover songs every 2 weeks until social distancing is no longer recommended, and you can get those downloads on our Patreon.
We are also hopefully going to make, obviously, Klexicon has been rescheduled. We're going to be trying to make sure that that fits into our calendar so that we will see all of you there. But essentially, we're going to be redoing a lot of stuff. So we're figuring out how we can keep finding community, making community for all of you. And obviously we'll have new episodes coming out. We'll be pushing out content to keep you company.
I know,
while we
do
lock
not
down.
worry. Every Monday you will still have an episode.
Yes.
So that is the most important thing, that you hear our beautiful voices while you're sitting at home, working from home, or just figuring out your next steps. So we love you all. We hope you stay safe, and we're going to be there for you through this all. This is a personal ask from me, Ellie. My income has been significantly impacted from COVID-19 school cancellations. I teach music lessons in preschools, and most of those schools have closed. I am a contract music teacher, and so if I don't attend, I do not get paid. A bunch of my upcoming performance gigs have been canceled, and also some of my recording gigs. I record collegiate a cappella groups, and most colleges have sent their students home until next semester, so those have been canceled. So my income is pretty uncertain in the next few months, and I would really appreciate it if you could join our Patreon at any level so that Lee and I can help supplement my income during this uncertain time. I know that a lot of people are very impacted by this, so if you are also impacted, I feel for you, and if you can spare anything, I would really, really appreciate if you would join our Patreon. I will be social distancing, trying to make as much content as possible for you so that I can trade my skills for your support. But we really appreciate the support at this time. If you can do that at bit.ly/lespatreon. We love you all and hope that you are all staying safe. If you are on quarantine, which I'm sure most of us are, you should definitely watch I Am Not Okay With This on Netflix. I just finished watching it last week. Has some great gay shit. There's some good shit, and it's also a superhero, quote unquote, kind of vibe. It's a comic book that was turned into a Netflix series. So I think a lot of you will really love it, and it's a super quick, easy watch. We'll be continuing to let you know some different things you can watch while you're on lockdown.
More gay suggestions.
All of the gay stuff.
There you go. That's what's happening this week. Back to you, Ellie and Lee.
Thanks, Ellie and Lee, and welcome to our 42nd installment of Should Have Been Gay.
Oh, it was fun, it was great, but it should have been a little more gay.
And in this week's episode, we are going to infinity and beyond.
You had to.
That's right. We are very excited about our topic this week, and we are even more excited that we are going to be joined by two very special guests. We love when we have a crowd. So this week we have Chris and Trent, who are the hosts of Masc4Masc, a funny queer podcast out of Salt Lake City.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Hey, yeah, we're excited to be here. A little stage fright, I'll be honest. We're big fans.
I'm excited.
Don't be shy, boys. Don't be shy.
Like, we're like honored to be in the Lesdom. Like, hello, ladies.
Yes, I am honored by this. It's like, it really does feel like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, ooh, like I feel so like, it's like how I probably would feel like if I interviewed Ellen or something.
Yeah, like Alice. Let's not, we're on the
That's
Alice
true.
show.
That's true. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
We have to keep both of you around for more episodes. I'm like, now I feel
know,
like
right?
a real lesbian.
Yeah.
I think they just said we're basically Ellen and Alice combined. So I think, we're fine. You're good.
Yep.
You can
yep,
stay.
Yep.
Great start.
That's great. But
Yes.
thanks for having us on. Yeah, we're
thank you.
excited.
We're excited too because it gives us such an opportunity. I mean, not to say that we're a little bit niche, narrowed in our focus of the podcast sometimes. I would never want to say that about us, but
Talk
it's
about
nice
this
to
movie.
broaden
Yes.
our horizons
Like we know
a little
all
bit
about
sometimes.
it. We're all about toys. We
Yes.
talk about it on our own podcast all the time.
We're gonna need like a rating on
Very
this episode, I
freely.
think.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
moms
Explicit,
out
yeah.
there, if you're listening.
To everyone listening, we're talking about Toy Story today.
Yeah, was that not clear?
I don't know.
Yes.
I feel like it was clear, but just in case.
Sorry, the rating I meant was PG, obviously.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a kid's
like
film.
Toy Story.
Yeah, we're going to talk about a kid's film
Yeah, like-
and how all these kids' toys should have been gay. So here we go.
Yeah.
Toy Story. What a throwback. Wow. It's been a while since I had seen Toy Story.
Yeah, I think like nostalgia culture is like at an all-time high, so it just feels right to like really lean into our younger selves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Disney Plus has really put me there.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like when you watch these movies like Toy Story, I feel a little bit of like, not like you remember where you were when you watched it, but almost like you like want like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and you want to be wearing like your like Power Ranger PJs. Like I feel I get like that
Very
energy,
specific.
very specific, but like it's just like that energy, and then like it just that's how I feel is I want to like go back to those moments. But I'm
Yeah.
like sitting at work or like
In
something
your
like
pajamas?
that.
You just like start crying for your mom all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
yeah. I'm like drinking wine. I'm like I feel like I'm like this should be like a juice box, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
an adult juice
Yeah,
box.
it's
So I'm
the
okay
same.
with
That's
it.
the same.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
Same but different the same.
So,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
we're going to start. I mean, in case anyone of our listeners has never seen Toy Story.
Get it together.
Yeah, I know. I mean, for starters,
I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, what?
Pull your life together.
No shame,
But-
no shame.
Get
but-
it together.
Just in case, we are going to
little
start,
shame,
as
but-
always, with our IMDb synopsis for an accurate synopsis of the film. And it is as follows. A cowboy doll is profoundly threatened and jealous when a new spaceman figure supplants him as top toy in a boy's room.
That's from
That's
IMDb.
Yeah, like that last
legitimately the
sentence
IMDb
alone.
synopsis.
I am so
No.
sorry. I was covering my mouth that entire time because
What we love more than anything is when the IMDb synopsis is way more on point than they even know.
Yeah.
they did not just
Oh
say
my
top
gosh.
toy.
Oh, they did.
Top toy in a
Yeah.
boy's room.
Oh my!
I'm
I'm
like-
like in shock right now.
I'm like, what gay bar's boys' room? Where is that?
Yeah, that sounds. Toy Story should be a gay bar.
We should have a
name.
theme night.
Yeah, like I can't believe that. That's not
Literally
good.
crying. Like,
Oh,
it's
I
so
think it's great.
sexual.
The description of IMDb.
It's a little,
Yeah.
That's
it's heavy-handed.
It might be how you read it. Your inflections were like on the words, and I was like, like gasping it. Yeah.
It's like,
I do very sensual IMDb synopsis ratings. It's so true.
I loved it. I was like, supplants has never sounded better in my entire life.
this cowboy doll and spaceman. Like, what?
Yeah.
Mm. I know. I was like, yeehaw, let's
Yeah.
do this.
I thought I was listening to a synopsis of Brokeback Mountain.
Oh my
for a
god.
minute there.
Oh my
I was
god.
like,
Wait, sorry. I'm
ooh.
just writing Brokeback Mountain comparisons for later on. Don't mind me.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I've got
Okay.
plenty.
So that's the IMDb synopsis. Obviously, we love to give our own version, our gay synopsis. So I'm going to kick it over to Ellie first. Ellie, do you have a gay synopsis
That
for
is
Toy
such
Story?
a big thing for me to be the first, but I'll do it.
I know.
All right, it's pretty simple, but from enemies to best friends and lovers, Woody and Buzz go to infinity and beyond gay in Toy Story. That's it.
Oh my gosh, yes. Infinity. Oh my gosh. Well, you have that
Why
last
did
line one more
is
time.
yours
I
to
feel
infinity
like
and beyond gay as
incredible.
well?
Yeah.
No,
I just I
like,
love that.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of
Yeah.
that.
To
Like, that was
infinity and beyond
good.
gay.
That's my new life motto.
gay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Simple, right to the point, right to my big ship.
Chris and Trent, do you have two separate gay synopses?
We do.
Oh, I'm so ready for
Is
it.
that okay?
Oh my
Oh,
god,
yes.
yes.
We're just
please.
like we're vibing.
Yes.
you
Yes.
know?
Okay. I was like, well, when you get faced with the challenge, you want to give into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so I went. So I'm gonna go first with this one. So I said. A young sheriff is confronted with deeply hidden feelings when his friend Andy introduces a new friend into the group who embarks this young cowboy on an adventure that will change his life and his sexuality forever.
Oh wow,
That's like thorough.
That's beautiful. Like that's a beautiful coming
like,
out
is
story
that-
right there.
Thank you.
I'm getting that tattooed on my back.
That
That's
whole
it,
thing.
right
Yeah.
there. Just the whole thing.
Yours is like a poetic, like
Yeah.
beautiful one. Mine's like some campy, like
Full back, like it's a whole thing. But I do appreciate that.
I love it.
that's amazing. Lee, what about you? Did you have a gay synopsis?
I do have a gay synopsis. I think my gay synopsis for Toy Story, based on rewatching it this week, I would say a Disney gift of a coming out metaphor of self-realization that even kids can enjoy.
Great. So short.
A kid-friendly
Kid-
queer
yeah.
story.
Man,
True.
move over, Love Simon. This
Yeah.
is a great. This is the new one.
Yeah.
This
The
is how. This
animated
is how you
version.
learn how to come out. Yeah.
Like, what was that? Like, the bunny book, like the Pence's bunny. Like, they need to make this into a
Oh,
book.
Oh,
Marlon Brando.
absolutely.
Yeah, Marlon Bundo, move over. Here
That's-
comes this new book.
Here
Toy
comes
Story,
Toy
yeah.
Story, I'm telling you. The
Love
original. The OG kids coming out story.
Honestly, though, it really is.
Okay, Trent, hit us.
All right,
Hit
Trent.
us,
So
Trent.
what's yours?
Okay, sorry, the suspense. I was like, I need them to like really.
I'm
Should,
really
should we
not
give you like a
okay.
little fanfare before you come in? Like, du-du-du-du.
I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't complain. The Aries in me is really loving this.
Yeah.
So, okay, so here's my synopsis. A gaggle of boys' toys thrown together for adventures, secret romance, and unexpected discoveries.
Ooh,
Wow.
a gaggle.
Also,
Yeah.
gaggle. Yeah.
Yeah,
A
I had to
gaggle
throw
of
like a
boys'
little.
toys.
Yeah, I was really
Ooh.
inspired by the toys and the
Yeah.
you know.
I love it.
So-
Gaggle.
yeah,
That's really fun.
I thought so.
Like,
So
that's a good one.
Tell us a little bit about each of your experiences with Toy Story, because we gave you a couple options for topics
Yes.
for the episode. You picked
Yes.
Toy
Yes.
Story. Is Toy
Yes.
Story something that resonated with you from a young age? Or is it a more recent discovery of the deeper meanings?
Yes.
of the deeper meanings, it's definitely more recent,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I've come out in the last 5 years, so like my like making everything queer and trans, like it's very recent, right?
Yes.
But I will say, like, ever since I was little, like Toy Story has always been like a big part of my life. And I had the little Woody doll growing up where you could put the fingers in his back pockets, which
Already.
sorry, in this context, I'm like, oh, that sounds weird. But you could put your fingers in his back pockets and make him walk.
Oh my God,
and
really?
I had that. Yes, it was so cute. And then I had the Woody, and then my brother had Buzz Lightyear. And so we'd always like battle. And to be quite honest, and I'm not just saying this because I'm on this podcast, but to be quite honest, I would always like secretly make Buzz and Woody kiss.
Not surprising.
I'd like retract.
Wow.
I would retract Buzz's lid and I would make him smooch. Just like
Oh
The
my-
Sims.
oh my-
But, you know,
okay.
that's a whole nother episode.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
See, like I grew up with so before my little brother was adopted, it was just my two older sisters and then me. And so when that movie came out, it was like all Disney princesses for a better part of my career or my childhood.
You
So
were
it was
how old were you when it came
career
out?
as a little
And my
brother.
childhood career.
Your childhood was a career.
My childhood was a career, honestly. But like, yes, because so it was just like my two older sisters and then me and Disney princesses. So I didn't really get into Toy Story probably the same way of like I was in love with the whole idea of it. Like I love Toy Story,
yeah.
but I think it's just by proxy because it's Disney and Pixar. But I didn't like really get into it until like Toy Story 3 came out. And then when like the scenes in that movie and the one scene where it made you cry, like all of that really hit me pretty quickly. But I didn't really get into it until I was older. I didn't really learn to love it. But I always thought it was very interesting. Have you all seen all the Toy Stories?
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen every one except for 4.
Same.
I have seen everyone except for 4, which I have watched twice without sound on a plane with my toddler in my lap trying to keep her distracted for like 6 hours.
So you know
Okay, I was like,
something.
wait.
I do love that.
I was
Yeah.
like, where's that going?
Well, she had the headphones on, so I've watched it twice without
I see.
sound. It's fine.
Okay,
You can follow
amazing.
along. Context clues.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's a really great move on your
Generous
part.
of you. Yeah, I was gonna say I would like take those headphones right now. But no,
You say that because you've never spent 6 hours with a toddler on your lap in a plane.
that's
so.
100% accurate. And on a
Fair.
plane, could not
Very
imagine.
fair.
But yeah, I think the only time I was like, oh, Toy Story is a great movie is when that old man is cleaning Woody. And it's like super satisfying. Like, you know, cleaning videos like on YouTube. That part I was like, my OCD like totally kicked in. I was like, this is a great fucking movie.
They do a
In that
Toy
moment.
Story ASMR next.
Yeah, like I only needed that. That's all I wanted. But yeah,
God, this
Toy
episode's
Story,
going to go to
this
so
was-
many places, isn't it?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, yeah.
We specialize in ASMR.
Yeah.
No, just kidding, we don't. That's what our
I was
podcast
just
is.
so into it. I was like, oh, this is a great movie. But yeah, it has a lot of twists and turns, and I'm into the drama of Toy Story. So
Oh, it's so campy.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Love a good drama. So I'm a huge fan.
Well, and it's the first animated film from Pixar, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it was
Yeah,
like,
so 1995, like really throwing it back.
Yeah.
Wow.
it's such a
95.
big.
Were you born?
I was born.
Okay.
94.
I was
Yeah.
born.
Yeah, I was born. Yeah, but it was. I honestly don't think we even got it on VHS. Oh, remember VHSs? Anyway, but like, I don't think we even got it on VHS until like years later because no one in my family was interested. But if it was Disney Princess related, it was on the shelf
Yeah.
for sure.
I remember I have a younger brother. He was born in 95, I think, as well. But I remember we watched that movie. I mean, I think we probably would have watched it anyways, but he definitely like loved Toy Story. Like he wanted to be either Woody or Buzz. Like I think he literally would have been any one of them.
Yeah.
And so I remember watching it and he was super into it. Like he definitely had like a Woody and Buzz costume and stuff. Like he loved it.
I love
But
that.
I feel like for me, I started to like love Toy Story during Toy Story 2.
And why was that, Ellie?
Yeah, why was
Because Jessie is my girl.
Yeah. I sensed that one coming. Not to
Thank you.
typecast.
Yeah, but obviously,
Oh
like,
my
look at
gosh.
me. Like,
We
I
have a
literally,
brand to maintain here, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally saw Jessie and I was like, oh, like this girl cowgirl, and like she's so cool, and like she lassos shit, and she like at this one point she like takes a Hot Wheels car and like slides down. You know what I'm talking about? Like
She's got a flannel.
yes.
She's a little
I'm like reliving
butch.
this.
yeah, she's got moves. She's got a
Oh,
lot of butch
goodness.
energy, but like femme butch energy, which I feel like is me.
Yeah.
And wait. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Are you saying that like a flannel wearing femme butch redhead was like kind of
Yeah, I don't know why I.
So weird, Ellie. So
I-
weird.
Yeah, anyone's seen a photo of
Yes.
you? Yeah. Like,
I was Jessie.
You just described
I literally
yourself.
was Jessie for Halloween.
I love that.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh my-
Would you categorize her as like a blue jeans lesbian?
Blue jeans femme.
Is that
yeah,
a blue
definitely
jeans femme? Is
Jessie
that
is a
what we're
blue
going
jeans
with?
femme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
But yeah, I loved her.
Amazing.
And then Toy Story 3 also. I'm pretty sure it came out the year I graduated from high school or
Oh.
college.
Yeah, see, it was around when I was finishing college when it came out.
Okay, or maybe college.
And
yeah.
I took my nieces and nephews to it, and like they were obviously sad too. Do you know what scene I'm talking about
Yes.
in this whole thing? Yeah, so like
Spoilers.
I
I'm
was
just
like
kidding.
I was like getting sad, but then all of a sudden I was like in my head I was like, Disney can't do this to this movie. Like it can't end like this. But they waited so long for like the part to happen that I was like, oh shit, they might be going this dark.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I love a good drama, like I said.
Yeah.
So I was like here for it a little bit. I was like, well, if this is how it ends, like
That's how it
roll
ends.
credits and just call it. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have clapped or something.
Let's start at the beginning though. Toy Story 1, the original, the classic.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
One
OG.
that started them all. And if we want to talk a little bit about how Toy Story should have been gay or who should have been gay in the movie, which characters should we start with?
Both of us just
I know.
gasped. We were like, I've got this. You've got this. Who? Yeah.
Buzz and Woody, I feel
I
like.
mean, for us,
Yes.
two cis gay men were like Buzz and Woody. Obviously, like, first of all, their names.
Yep.
Hi.
Can't-
Already
We
gay.
literally were talking about this. There's no way we can go through this without talking about their names.
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
address the elephant in the room. Like
How do
Woody.
you
The
even
Woody
say
in the
them with a
room.
Yeah.
straight face? Like, who wrote those names down and was like, Buzz and Woody? Those are kids' toys right there.
Honestly, I bet it was a gay man. Truly. Like, he's like, I'm going to get all of these straight assholes who I can't be out to.
I know.
Like,
I can see like the Pixar meeting where the one is like, what about Buzz and Woody? And it's just like, they don't know. yeah.
Some gay dude
Yeah.
at Pixar is just like, imagine all the little kids running around for years now going, I love Woody.
yeah.
and just laughing to
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, I know, like the villain laugh.
So I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, besides the obvious, I was like, who else?
Yes.
And my brain, for whatever reason, like clung to the aliens. You know, in the claw machine, it's the space crane claw. So they're at Pizza Planet, and Buzz sees the spaceship that he thinks is a spaceship he can get home, but it's the claw machine. Anyway, and so he goes in, and it's all these little like Twinkie aliens going like, the claw. And so in my brain, I was like, okay, this should be like a gay circuit party.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's like, they're just like all like vibing out to house music and stuff, like on Molly, and they're like, the claw.
Oh, absolutely. Because they say it in unison too.
Yeah.
Like, and they're so excited when they
Yeah.
see it.
Oh yeah. And then like this like new like beefy guy like pops up from it, Buzz, and they're like, ooh, an outsider. And I'm like, this kind of feels like a gay bar sometimes,
Yeah,
you know?
a little bit.
Ellie
No,
and
no,
I
no.
are like crying right now.
Because I had so many thoughts. Like literally when you said that,
Yes.
I also clung to the aliens. Like I legitimately
No.
was like,
Oh
these
my
aliens
gosh.
are
Ellie.
gay.
Yes.
Like
they're
so gay.
they're so gay. I was like, how could they not be?
And-
you know what I mean?
And I did not think of the gay club, but honestly, that is cracking me up. That visual
Yeah.
is too accurate.
That is, I never thought about it like that.
When
Yeah.
they start saying "one of us," one of
Yeah.
it's literally like a bunch of gay people, like this like quote unquote straight guy comes in and he's like,
Yeah.
wait, where am I? Like I shouldn't
Yeah.
be here. And they're like, no, you should. Like you came to
Yeah,
the
they're
right
like, you're
place.
in.
Yeah.
And they pull him back
Yeah.
into the group.
I've done that a few
I can
times.
totally see that.
They're like,
Absolutely.
"Stay
They're like, no, I want to leave. And they're like,
forever.
no. Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like,
I can totally see that.
That's so funny.
Okay, but wait, if we're gonna talk about Buzz being the straight guy who shows up, Let's spend a little more time on how straight is he really?
I mean, he's
Because
not.
here's what I loved
No.
about watching this again with fresher, wiser, gayer eyes.
Yes.
Yes. I was going to say gayer eyes. I love that.
Just through my gayer eyes, what I noticed is there's a little bit of self-repression that happens through a lot of the film on Buzz's part. That, he has to grow, he has to learn, he has to really dig deep and figure out who is he to finally, kind of finish out his character arc.
It's so much deeper than the gay aliens.
Yeah. I know. I was like, the gay twink alien.
I love
And you're
that.
like,
But you're
he
not
has like this
wrong.
moment of self-discovery. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Look, and his journey of self-discovery ends with him literally flying through the sky like Titanic clutching another man. So
Yes. Whose name is Woody?
who knows where I'm going with this? All I'm saying is Buzz is gay, and let's talk about it.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. See, so my whole thing was like, can we just talk about how all the toys are in the closet for a better part of this movie? Like metaphorical closet.
Yeah.
Like they're in Andy's room. It's safe. They know each other.
Yeah.
And then the reason why I believe also Buzz is like crazy stupid gay is that like the only reason they ever step out is when Buzz is out as well.
Yeah.
And then Woody gets out and he's like, wait, who am I? What am I? And it's like a whole adventure that they have to discover together. But it's only when they step out of this like metaphorical Andy's closet that they're all like, oh, there's a whole world out there. And I'm not the same toy that I thought I was.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Which is what I went to. I was like,
Are we like each other's mirrors also? Like on
Yeah. I was like, Ellie, I'm feeling
I'm
you.
vibing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is going on? I will say too, like the whole Buzz like being gay. I don't remember if y'all remember, but when he was in drag as Mrs. Nesbit,
That's also fair.
you know what I mean? He's playing tea with Hannah, Sid's sister, and he's Mrs. Nesbit, and he was like full character, like committed. I was like, this bitch is a drag queen. Sorry, can we say bitch?
Oh, yes, you
No, I
can.
love that.
Okay.
It's
You know what I
so
mean?
Good. I never thought about that.
Straight people can be drag queens. However,
Yes.
in context, Buzz definitely gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a critical point, too, because that's when he's sort of starting to figure it out.
That's like his moment. He like goes to the gay club with all the Twinkie aliens. Then he gets abducted by a strange man, turns into a drag queen. Like, this
Abducted by us, and he befriends the sister and less than the guy. That's
Yeah.
also like
Clocked.
yeah. I was like, can't tell you how many exes where I'm like, I love your sister, but I don't want to date you anymore.
Yeah.
So how do I make this work? How do I be friends with her but stop talking to you? I don't know, but I love that. The other character that I thought of was Mr. Potato Head. I feel like he should have been like a sassy gay uncle,
Oh,
like to all the toys.
okay.
Like, I mean, like he is already pretty sassy as a character in the movie. Like he always has something to say.
Yes.
Like complete the whole thing is for him to just like make fun of everyone's like outfit choices.
So like voiced by Billy Eichner is what you're saying.
Right, exactly. Like it would have been perfect. Like it would have been like, Woody, your star is off the charts or something like that. I don't know. But I really wanted like a sassy gay uncle,
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head. And he's got like the whole like can change full mascara, good full bodied lips if he wanted to.
Again, a drag queen.
he's very gender fluid.
Yeah.
I feel like
Right,
you could do
exactly.
it so instead of having Woody be the one who's like screaming at Buzz being like, you're a toy, you could have that be Billy's moment of like, no, you're a toy, a gay toy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
He's been trying to tell you this
Like,
whole
just like
time.
shaking
Yeah.
it out of him.
Yeah, I can totally see Billy Eichner's point. Oh, you did the wrong
Like, you
movie.
disgust me.
Yeah.
Just come out already, Woody.
Yes.
Buzz.
Ah,
You're in love with each other.
the end of the movie. Just kiss.
They're like, what?
I would have loved that. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Did you have characters that you thought of other than the aliens?
The aliens were big for me. Like I said, not talking about Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2, Jesse's super gay. And
I had no interest in
No.
Woody whatsoever.
at all. And that was supposed to be the person that she was with, right? Like they're meant
No.
to be
No,
together.
she was sheriff of her own goddamn
They were
town.
literally made to be together, and she did not want it at
Yeah.
all. She was like, I'm an independent woman. I
No.
don't need you.
Yeah.
But I feel like
so
she needs
true.
Bo Peep.
She really did.
her and Bo Peep, that's it. That's it
Okay.
for me.
You're like,
Stop reading
sorry
my
to-
mind.
yeah. I'm telling you, we're vibing right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But literally.
So wait, so you didn't feel anything when you watched Toy Story 1 and all the ones? Did you not like? Was Bo Peep ever a consideration?
I
know like it's kind of
You
small
see
character.
so
but
little
yeah.
of
Yeah,
her in Toy
there's
Story
not
1.
enough.
Right.
There's not enough Bo Peep.
But there was like she's very like in Toy Story 1 she's very like gentle and that sort of thing, and it's kind of like nice, but I guess it's not like it's just like differences of levels of energy. In
If
that
we were
one.
going to do a deep dive into Toy Story 4, even without audio,
Yes.
I can tell you Bo is gay in that movie.
Oh, with the outfit.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like, she is out in the wilderness.
Yeah.
She is keeping her sheep alive. I was like, she's transitioning from the lipstick lesbian that I thought she
No,
was.
yeah, she's become like Ripley from Alien. Like she is like hardcore.
Yeah, it's intense. It's a little scary.
It's a little much.
I was like, this is a lot of energy.
I did see the trailer. I haven't seen the movie, but I just remember seeing like the other Bo Peep, and I was like, well, I'm here for it.
She has like a band-aid around her broken arm that like snapped off, but she's still going. I'm like, wow,
And she's
resilient.
like badass.
Yeah.
She's like got moves. She's diving around stuff. She's a different person by Toy Story 4. Let's put it that way. As are many of these toys. You know, they just grow.
Yes.
They really
change
change.
and
Discover
come
who
out
they
Oh,
are.
yeah.
of their shells a little bit.
What's up, everyone? It's Noah Daniels.
Hey y'all, I'm JJ.
Hey guys, it's Kat.
And we're your hosts of the Real Hauntings podcast, where we bring on guests who share their first-hand encounter ghost stories and supernatural experiences. Now on to the trailer.
I've been warned to not tell this story, but I think because of the way it ends, it's okay to tell this story, because some people say that with certain entities, to like speak of them or talk about them or in any way like portray them as powerful will attract them to other people. The creepiest thing about it to me is a lot of times it would wait for me to notice it. Like, it would just lay its arm out like this, and then I'd be like, where is it? Where is it? And then I'd see it, and then it would just slither back.
For more information on the Real Hauntings, Real Ghost Stories podcast, make sure you check out Real.fm to learn more about our podcast and many other amazing podcasts.
Hello, my name is Alison Larkin, and I'm a writer, comedian, and narrator and host of the Jane Austen podcast. This podcast brings Jane Austen's stories to the 21st century, along with commentary from me and conversations with fascinating people who all share a love of Jane Austen. And of course, we had to start with none other than Pride and Prejudice. So join me as we embark on a journey through some of the most wonderful stories I know. The Jane Austen podcast with Alison Larkin is available wherever you listen to podcasts.
At Radiolab, we love nothing more than nerding out about science, neuroscience, chemistry.
But we do also like to get into other kinds of stories. Stories about policing or
Politics,
country music,
hockey,
sex, of bugs.
Regardless of whether we're looking at science or not science, we bring a rigorous curiosity to get you the answers.
And hopefully make you see the world anew.
Radiolab, adventures on the edge of what we think we know.
Wherever you get your podcasts.
With something like 5 million podcasts, finding a really good one can take a ton of time. So let me recommend one. It's called Something You Should Know. I'm the host, Mike Carruthers, and in each episode, we discuss topics that can be really helpful, like how to read people better, the psychology of crowds, or fun things like the story of Legos, or why you probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for horses. Something You Should Know is the name of it, wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes.
We haven't really talked about Woody either, because I feel like we should, because while we're talking about Woody screaming in Buzz's face, it reminded me a lot, Ellie, of how you were saying, you know, like, if you've heard Ellie's coming out story, Ellie had to have, like, a friend tell her She was gay.
Yeah, she's like, hey, you're gay. And I was like...
Someone had to explain it to you. I feel like that's what Woody does for Buzz in this movie, right? Like, I firmly believe that Buzz realizing he is a toy, giant air quotes, is Buzz realizing he's gay. And that is kind of, at the very end, precipitated by...
How they reunite.
Woody telling him in so many words, but then also, you know, I feel like there's the whole scene where Buzz is looking at the TV, you know, and sort of realizing that his whole life is like what society told him he had to be.
Just like existential crisis.
Keep going. Keep going. I love that so much. I'm like,
that was the point.
I'm going back and I'm just like, oh my God, that is so right.
Like I had that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, do I actually feel this, or was this just like programmed into me by like a greater societal movement telling me, you know?
Damn.
Okay, here's what we need. I need the two of you, Lee and Chris, to rewrite this and like get this script.
We should go work. Yeah. This is incredible. I reversed it. I said that Buzz was like already very gay and Woody just had like hidden feelings.
Oh.
Very Brokeback Mountain. Like that's why I kept picturing when I rewatched it. I was just like,
how could you not?
New friend comes in, like, what's up, Heath Ledger? Oh. And then like Jake Gyllenhaal's like, wait, who am I? And then it's like they go out into the world and then they're like, well, I like what I'm seeing and feeling. Yes. And then they like come back and they're like, hey, we're cool. But well, unfortunately, that's Toy Story for you. But like that's how I felt about this, is that it was very much like that Woody was the one that had to like be told that he was gay. Or he should have been.
But you know what's beautiful about it too is like, you would imagine it's a movie where it's like he's gonna realize he's a toy. He's not real. He's not really a spaceman. He doesn't really have a laser. Right. He doesn't really have a spaceship. And that's somehow going to make him less than he was. But no, man, he realizes that he is a gay-ass toy, and then suddenly he is like
even
the best he's ever been. He is freed
that's very true.
By this self-realization, right? Like suddenly...
And not just that, everyone accepts him for it. Yeah.
Wow.
His whole world is opened up. He literally like has wings and flies. I mean, there is no more beautiful coming out metaphor than
Could you imagine if that's how you like came out?
You just start
You
flying.
all got wings. Yeah.
I mean, some fairies get their wings when they come out. But...
I just kind of like feel like, well, but like Buzz Lightyear wings just like shoot out. Yeah.
Like erect.
Yeah. There is one of those moments where like he gets erect and his wings come out. And I was like, oh, that's sexual.
Yeah.
But okay. Been there, done that.
Like it's a coming out story and a little bit of puberty primer all in one. It's fine.
Yes. Yeah.
Gotta teach the kids everything, okay?
You were mentioning Woody, and I like kind of view Woody as kind of like this mirror for Buzz, though, right? Like Woody's like super ingrained in like this toy culture of Andes, and like he knows who he is. He has like this beautiful like, you know, Bo Peep, and at the same time he's like kind of wrestling with some of these feelings of how we've written it, and you know, they're exploring and they're growing together. So Buzz can kind of see like the juxtaposition of like, oh, okay, Woody's like modeling what I think I should be like, but then like Buzz is the one who like actually comes out. I think about that because like it kind of reminds me of my coming out, where like in college, before I came out, I dated this guy, and he was always like, he's super manipulative, and my therapist and I have worked through some great things. But this guy like is now like married to a woman and everything. So it's like kind of like, I kind of saw that where I'm like Buzz and my wings are erect and I'm thriving. And like, you know, this guy like maybe a Woody like character like helped me see like, oh, that's actually like not where I want to go. Like I want to be the drag queen, Mrs. Nesbitt.
Who doesn't want to be the drag queen, Mrs.
You don't want to be
Nesbitt. That's what I was gonna say. I was like, I too want to be Mrs. Nesbitt. I love
like,
that
can
so
somebody
much.
please, like, I went to this burlesque show once where they did like all these characters in burlesque, and one of them was Dobby. It was honestly super disturbing.
Oh,
incredible!
My gosh!
But
hopefully a sock was involved.
Yeah, it was good, but it was also creepy. But I want to see a Mrs. Nesbitt like really like on stage, like going back and forth between like super masculine and then like playing with the like feminine aspects of Mrs. Nesbitt. That would be
with a little apron on.
That would be an amazing amazing set.
I love
Well,
that
okay,
so
wait. Can I
much.
also fit Mrs. Nesbit into my?
How many times can we say Mrs. Nesbit?
As many as possible, please.
Yeah, like literally, like the word of the episode is Mrs. Nesbit.
I want to fit Mrs. Nesbit into my coming out story as well, into my metaphor, because I also love that it's like he's right on the cusp of finding himself, and I feel like this is like gay puberty, where it's like you're like, wait, maybe I'm not straight, and so I'm just gonna like lean really hard into like the extreme. You know, he's like, I'm a toy, I'm this toy, I'm Mrs. Nesbit, I'm gonna drink tea because I'm not even real and nothing really matters. And it's like gay puberty where it's like,
so
I mean,
true.
you can tell us the gay dude equivalent of like what lesbians do when you come out and you're like, great, I'm gonna like, I only wear flannel and I'm cutting all my hair off and I'm gonna, you know, like I wear cologne and I don't know what else.
It's funny because I did those exact same things when I came out. So that's funny.
Are you a lesbian?
I don't know.
Join
Now
us,
I'm hearing
Chris,
it.
join. One of us.
One of us. Yeah. One of us.
Full circle.
I love that. No, I do love that. And it's funny because like in that like tea world with little sister, it was like super pleasant. And you're like, oh, I could get into this. And then it goes from that to like Sid's room.
Oh, God.
It's kind of like, I was like, I want to go back to the tea room, please. Like, that's how I felt when I was coming out.
And we can agree, like, Sid is Mike Pence, right?
You know what?
Like,
if we go dark, I mean, his room is basically like conversion.
yeah,
camp,
like one of the dolls he calls mommy. You know what I mean? Like
that's
mother.
fair.
And
Yeah,
it's
Oh my
weird.
god, he does call him mother. Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah, he calls his wife mother, and I'm just like, oh, you're right, Sid, calm down.
Mike, you need to stop playing with dolls.
Yeah.
And destroy them.
or continue and just blossom, Mike.
Make the boy dolls fall
For
in love.
yourself.
No, I actually
and
it's funny.
that works perfectly too, because Sid has all these toys that he like tries to turn into these like horrible monsters, and instead they're like totally functional, empathetic, like caring creatures who just like fix shit around them all the time.
Yeah. Honestly, when all the toys like uprise against Sid, I was like, is this how Stonewall happened? I was like, oh my god, yes.
It's the kitty intro to Stonewall. Yeah, there you go.
Yes. I mean, I'm not wrong, but like, you know what I
The
mean?
connection that you just made that's incredible.
Yeah, I was
Oh
like,
my
all
god,
right.
is
Yes.
this Stonewall? I kind of like want to just like wish like 95 it's in the theaters.
Yeah,
And then you
4-year-old
just-
Trent is like,
you
is this Stonewall? Oh, I wish.
Oh man,
I want to make I want
never
to make
thought
one of
about
those
that.
memes. You know those memes where they're like gonna tell my kids. I want a clip of just like that scene of the of the uprising of the toys, and just gonna be like, gonna tell my kids this was Stonewall.
Yes, absolutely. I never thought about because I said like Sid's like closeted gay, like the maximum closeted gay,
like super
Like Mike Pence is what we're
homophobic,
saying.
Internal, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, potato. I just said that's what I was saying. I was just like, Sid is clearly like super dark closeted. He's on like when you're kind of like, ooh, I might be gay or I might be into this, you kind of go, overcorrect. Overcorrect. And that's why like it's all like dark and gloomy in his room.
Mm-hmm.
But really, he's like ready.
No, I
That
wish.
that's a story that I wanted to watch.
Sid's redemption arc.
Sid's coming out
Sid's
story.
coming out
yeah.
also.
Maybe
don't
Toy Story
know.
5. We can keep hoping. He might be a later in life gay. You know, they're older now.
takes him a
He's
while.
got time.
Yeah.
It takes some
He's got time.
He can repent of
It's
those
only
sins.
95.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
24.
He has time.
Yeah.
He's got time.
He's got time.
Can we talk about just the fact that Woody is a cowboy?
I'm so happy you brought this up, Ellie.
Who voices Woody again? Tom Hanks?
Mm.
You know what? Tom Hanks and Tim Allen, both are hot.
Together?
Like,
Oh.
doesn't matter. Put Tom Hanks in a cowboy suit or outfit or make him a voice of a cowboy. He can get it anytime he wanted.
And I'm like,
I gotta tell you, that
really-
is a response that we just don't get that often on this podcast. It's weird how
I
few
wonder
times
why.
Tom Hanks can get it has come up for us.
You know what? I'm honored to be the first one, and I will stand by that statement.
Yeah, Chris has like this like weird fixation on interesting older men. Like,
Yeah, in one of our episodes, I conveyed that I have a huge crush on Abraham Lincoln.
which There's a lot of layers there, but but going back to Woody, a cowboy. So I'm like really like aggressively attracted to cowboys right now. So like Orville Peck, I don't know if you've seen Orville, but like this like crooner style musician, wears a fringe mask, full cowboy. Like think like Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton had a gay baby, like Orville Peck. And on one of our most recent episodes, I talked about how I was like having a gentleman friend over and I put on a cowboy outfit. So like I'm like
there was like a lull in conversation.
Were there spurs? Were there spurs involved?
No spurs.
Oh, you gotta,
but like
you gotta commit, Trent. You gotta commit.
I don't own spurs. They're a little aggressive.
It was a lull in conversation, and then he just goes, "Do you want to see me in my cowboy outfit?" And that's how it happened.
Why not?
Yeah. So to say that I like really like Woody like is an understatement.
I don't know if you saw this too. There was a big like Woody and Buzz wedding. Have you seen that? So it's like it was two gay men who got married as Woody and Buzz.
Oh my gosh.
Their whole wedding was Disney themed.
Oh,
everyone.
I mean, that's very
a
good.
lot. But everyone dressed up as Disney characters, and they were literally Woody and Buzz on the altar. They related so hard that they literally did it at their wedding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's a choice.
Chris hates it.
I mean, that's an interesting choice for a wedding, but again, if it's like Disney themed, commit to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
They did.
Yeah, like instead of saying I do, they say yeehaw.
Or like
They say to infinity and beyond. Come on, if you don't say to infinity and beyond.
Oh, God. Wow, I really botched that one.
Like, do you take him to infinity and beyond? If I was in the crowd, I would have been like, "Ah," but like internally, I would have been like, "Oh, that was bad."
Just mid ceremony, I would have been like, "The clown."
I would have loved to see the wedding. Like all the guests are the green aliens, and then it's Buzz and Woody, like, or something.
That's
like that.
amazing, though. That's
if you
some
could get your
serious
entire wedding, like every guest at your wedding to commit to coming dressed like the aliens from Toy Story, then like more power to you. Because
People really love you.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
Wow. Is there like a YouTube video? Like what
you
is
can
it?
look, there's
How can
pictures.
I watch this?
Like I just
absolutely.
I was just, as I do every time we do a Should Have Been Gay, I'm like Woody and Buzz gay, just like looking it up, seeing what kind of stuff I can find. And I found it. It was like one of the first things.
That's amazing.
Okay, wait.
We googled the same thing.
Because I'm assuming Woody and Buzz are going to be who we ship in this movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My ship was a little bit different, but yes.
Okay, what's your ship?
So I said that at the very least Woody's bisexual. And so I said that, and he's probably into open relation because they don't have like parts to like insert in each other.
Yeah.
So I figured that like there's nothing sexual about it, but it's just like personal relationships. Woody and Buzz and Bo Peep having a special arrangement.
So,
A
they're a
throuple? I
throuple.
like it.
They're a throuple.
Okay.
I figured like
Woody and Bo Peep are like together in like a conventional heterosexual way, and then like he can do stuff with Buzz on the side. Is that
like
the thing?
ethically
on the deal
non-monogamous.
with Buzz.
I was thinking they have like an agreement of some sort, and I'm not really sure what that would outline as and what the terms would be, but I figured like Bo Peep's like, well, like they can't do anything,
Right.
like he can shoot him with his laser if that's what he's into, but like that's pretty much it. So
See, but
there you go.
I like Bo is coming out later too, so I kind of feel like they're each other's beards.
Love that idea too. Could you imagine that like little conversation
Just
over
twist after twist after twist?
Bo
It's like-
Peep and Woody
you
are
think
like,
we don't prepare for these episodes? We prepare for
Yeah.
these episodes.
Yeah, they're just like it's just like one reveal after the other, like in Toy Story 5.
I'm gay and I'm gay and I'm
I mean, that's
gay.
the
Ham
world
comes
Ellie and I
out.
want to live in. Yes, that world.
Mr. Ham. Oh, we didn't even talk about Mr. Ham or Slinky.
Oh, we did.
There's too many.
There's a
Rex.
lot. There's a lot.
He is daddy though, but that's very true. Yeah.
Oh.
But I want to do
He
ship
is.
names. I'm so ready for them.
All right, let's do
Oh,
it.
so my ship name was Bo Buzzwood.
Ooh, Bo Buzzwood.
Bo Buzzwood.
It sounds like a monster on Stranger Things, but honestly, I just went for
I
it.
love it.
Bo Buzzwood.
Bo Buzzwood.
Okay.
If we were gonna do Woody and Buzz, what are we thinking?
Yeah, so I have one for Woody and Buzz. Well, I have a few. So I did Buzzy,
Buzzy.
Good.
That's
which,
good.
doesn't really roll off the tongue. I had Buzzy, or
That
like
sounds like
Bussy.
yeah. I hate that word so much.
But the one that I really loved was Bazooty.
I love Bazooty.
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 Does Woody have a last name?
He doesn't, but that's what I was thinking. We didn't use Lightyear at all, and you could do all the like Lightwood or Yearwood.
Literally the audible gasp.
I just love that. Lightwood.
How do you like your men? Lightwood. Just like not heavy wood, but light.
I love that.
Wow.
Lightwood.
I mean, we also could go with like the more generic things of doing like Space Cowboy, but I kind of liked Lightwood.
I
love Lightwood.
Yeah, I would ship that.
Yeah. 100%.
It's beautiful.
Hashtag Lightwood shippers. You know they're out there.
Yeah. That's like, yes. Oh my
start
gosh.
a page.
Wait, we started like a weird, obscure side podcast that's a spin-off of this.
If it's not on Tumblr within the next few months, I'll be disappointed. Let's put it that way.
You know what? Honestly, that's the thing too. Like, people have gone that far and like graphically put together characters, like Disney characters and and like I think that's very interesting. It's oddly beautiful when they do that. I'm like, oh, like they really do care about. They want them to be together. But then it's like you see like some really interesting images, like certain people like on top of others, and you're like, I don't know about.
You get
that.
into like cartoon porn, and it's a little weird.
Yeah, you don't want to go like too far into like the Tumblr hole, but
because nothing we've talked about is weird, you know?
Yeah. There's a line you can cross.
Yeah, there is a line. That's that's a good point of saying it. Yeah, it's like you're scrolling through Tumblr and you're like, oh, Buzz and Woody. And then like you like scroll and then you're like, oh, Buzz inside Woody. This is weird. I don't know how I feel about this. That's how it goes. Yeah, you're like, oh, no. Childhood. Yeah. Not my childhood. Oh, please.
Ellie, what were your ship names?
Honestly, you keep taking all of mine, but I do still
like
ship Bo
card.
Peep and Jessie. So
do you
Bessie,
have one for them?
Oh, absolutely.
Bessie?
Yes.
Or
Bessie.
Jess Peep.
Ooh, Jess. That sounds like Yes Queen.
Jess Peep.
Jess Peep.
Or
I'm
like
sorry using that.
Carly Rae Jepsy. Or Jeps. What was it?
Jess Peep.
Jess Peep. Jess Peep.
It
I like
rolls
how you
off the
say
tongue,
it, like
you know.
Jess Peep. Like a little purse lip.
Yeah.
I love that.
Obviously,
Jess Peep.
And Ellie, be honest, how long have you been thinking about that ship name?
Like
how many years?
Maybe
Not
like
hours.
7.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured.
I'm like,
you're like, all right, my toy version of myself, Jessie. Like, who do I?
Yeah.
I figured it was in the making.
So if Jessie is definitely lesbian, does that mean like her horse like the gay best friend?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Like, do you ever think about that? Because that horse was like pretty,
Very.
Yeah. He was like pretty like outgoing.
Were we also getting like slight vibes of that from the dinosaur?
Oh, Rex?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, okay, honestly,
he's a bottom for sure. Like, you gotta be
Slinky?
kidding.
Are you kidding me?
Slinky's a top for sure. Like,
yeah,
you
that
know
low
it.
voice, like.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And there's one scene where he's like ordering all of the soldiers around. I was like, yes, Daddy Slinky.
Oh my
also,
gosh.
all of the soldiers.
Yeah.
All of this 100%. If I would have been like,
Salute.
give me orders. Yeah.
Yeah. Salute, Captain. I don't know the ranks in
Okay,
Army.
wait.
Yeah. Well, they were all the same.
But if we're gonna go down this list though, before we get to our Q and A's, Woody and Buzz, who's the top?
Oh.
I feel like they're both verse.
Okay.
Yeah. I get a verse vibe from both of them.
Because I don't know.
But like I think
What about Buzz as Mrs. Nesbitt?
Definitely a top in that moment.
Honestly. Yeah,
just want it
Mrs.
on the
Nesbitt
record,
has
that's all.
major top vibes.
Yeah, it's got some kink to it. I love that. No, I think that they're a verse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they flip.
they flip.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a good assumption as well. Yeah.
Yeah, their
I'm
power
here for it.
dynamics
I've
are
never
very
thought
like
about
they
that.
both are struggling for power in some
Yeah.
way.
Yes.
It's like this like push and pull.
They have a good
tension.
dynamic, yeah. But I also shipped in my imagination in a dream world, in a gay dream world. I shipped Andy and Sid.
Oh, have they even
I
Wow.
like think about if the movie, if like it was all about like Sid was in love with Andy and watched him play with all of his toys, and then when he like realized Buzz Lightyear was Andy's, he walks over, he knocks on the door. Andy's mom answers because she's always around for some reason.
We love her.
We do love her, but I'm like, girl, like
Give him some space.
give him some, yeah, let him grow.
You're smothering him. You're a helicopter parent.
Yeah. And then like he opens the door, he hands him Buzz Lightyear, and they touch hands, and there's a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna give you this only because we could call their ship Cindy, and I'm here for it.
Yes.
With an S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
S-Y. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
It's there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Love that.
I
but
love that
if
shit.
the movie happened that way,
That sounds like the Taylor Swift music video. You know, the one where they're
You belong
across the
with
way.
me?
Yeah.
Yes.
She holds up the signs.
they're just holding up toys, like his like really like destroyed ones, and then like Buzz
The
Lightyear.
doll head with the little claw things at the bottom.
I love that. Why
that's
did
what I
this
want.
movie become like so gay?
Yeah, when they exchange toys, then like
yeah.
Woody like pops up, and like when they have the moment, he's like, "What?" And, like then it goes to credits. It's just all these shocks. Yeah,
It's just us gasping. the
Yeah.
whole time.
yeah.
Another gay reveal.
I just
gay
love the
reveal
idea of
after
it.
gay reveal.
I feel like I want to
Yes.
just take a sound clip of the gasps and just like use them in the podcast.
Yeah.
Just
your
anytime we have a
ringtone.
moment like that.
Well, hey, you can use it. you know?
Absolutely.
We'd be honored.
Be a part of this podcast forever. I'm into
Yes.
that. Yes.
I'm gonna turn you into a jingle. Oh my goodness. I am so dead with everywhere that we went with this movie. Every time we do one of these, like Lee literally messaged me. She was like, I don't know, this one might be a stretch. And I'm like, I don't know. I think we'll have a lot to talk about. And like everyone, like no matter what, there's like so
It's once you get it
much.
started, it is a rolling
Uh-huh.
boulder
much.
that cannot be stopped.
There's so much.
100%.
It is a
accurate.
rainbow avalanche just coming towards
Yes.
you.
I love it.
It is. It was a great challenge to explore Toy Story in my gay lens, my fresher, bigger gay eyes.
I love it.
Yes,
Which I really
gay
love that.
eyes.
Gay eyes.
You guys should just merchandise like gay glasses and then say like watch a movie and then wear your gay glasses.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Gay eyes brought
And-
to you by
yeah.
Let's Hang Out.
Gay eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that.
Get them in your next box of Cracker Jacks or something.
And you can spell it with the Z to tie in with Les. Hang out.
Wow.
Like,
Oh yeah.
You're hired.
there's some
Oh, yeah.
potential here.
All right, on that note, it is time for our Q and Gay. Let's do this.
I'm so ready.
Q and gay.
All right, so for our first question, are you more of a Buzz or a Woody?
Woody.
I'm more of a Buzz.
Interesting. Why do you say that?
We're just like
That's
one
it.
I know,
word
I know.
answer. The whole podcast, we're just like story after story. We're just like Buzz.
Yeah.
We'll let you figure it out.
I think that I like that how he manages the toys.
A little dumb top daddy.
Well, I just like he's got like some organization. I'm very into that, and I like that. Well,
He's a
and
leader.
again, it's Tom Hanks. He's a leader, yeah, and that it's very attractive quality to me. So, I think I get that vibe with him on that level.
Yeah. I think for me, like Buzz, because like I see a lot of myself in him, like this like kind of slow burn exploration of like identity and like who am I, and then like really coming out and thriving. I mean, I think I'm thriving. I've been told.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, question 2. This one I'm curious about. Did you ever actually win anything at a claw game? Yes or no?
Oh.
I have once, but I gave the toy to my little sister.
Well, I don't really want to follow that answer. Like the sweetest thing ever. I was like, every time my mom would take me to the grocery store, I'm like, Mom, I need 50 cents. And I was like, this is my time. And I never
think
won.
they're rigged.
And I would
That's
like
why I'm
get in the car
curious.
just like so upset. Yeah. I'm like, they put weights in the bottom.
Well, or
of
they
those,
make it so
right?
the claw doesn't even like close all the way.
Yeah.
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 That's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of horse shit.
When I got the toy, the claw went, and I was going for a different toy, but it grabbed the tail of like another toy.
Oh.
And so I was like excited that I caught something, but it wasn't the one I wanted. And my little sister was right there, and I was like, "Here you go." And I just kind of handed it off.
So it was a pity gift.
It wasn't meant to be sweet. I was more
Yes.
sad.
We're going to edit that out so you just sound
So selfless.
No,
leave it in.
it was a great moment for us. She thought I was her hero, but she doesn't
Never
know the real
tell.
story.
You heard it here
Oh, no.
first.
Yeah, this is the first time.
E
Does she
Hollywood Live or whatever.
All right, question number 3. What was your favorite toy as a kid? A, action figure, B, RC car, C, army men, or D, walkie-talkie?
Mine's E Barbies. Sorry, I didn't hear
Action-
Violet the Barbie
action
in there,
figures.
so
I think that counts as that. Yeah, action figure or doll.
okay.
Right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, in my
right.
world, she was an action figure.
Right.
She was
like
head
Bo
bitch
Peep in Toy
charge.
Story 4.
Yeah,
I get you.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I could just see you like She's like CEO of a
Oh,
corporation.
Violet had like
Little
a strong
Trent. Yeah.
bob.
Oh my god.
I like cut her hair and it like totally botched it, but I'm like, I love her bob.
Absolutely. Mine, I had a Winnie the Pooh when I was younger, and that was my...
So is that
That's
an
so
action
cute.
figure?
Question 4. What would you choose as your special accessory? A laser beam or wings?
Oh, I mean, I hate traffic, so probably wings.
That's...
I'm just tired of Utah drivers, so I just want to fly right over all of them bitches. I think that's what I would choose.
Honest, not the same reasons, but also wings.
Excellent.
I just think they're fabulous. Like, yeah, like I'm gonna be a freaking bird. You know what I mean?
Is it like Buzz Lightyear wings that you're getting?
Any wings. You tell me what
okay.
they look like.
Yeah, honestly, they
you
look
could
like
do
the bird
we'll
from
go
Aladdin.
back to like 2001, the Hot Topic, like strap-on wings.
That we still see at Pride.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If I had Buzz Lightyear wings, I would just like strobe light them like a gay circuit party.
Honestly, I would pop them out and start hitting people with them. I'd be like, move, like, I'm gay.
I just want like to fly over. It's just like a rainbow ball of energy.
Like
just
the
flying
rainbow
around.
hippo from Civilization. Did you
Yeah.
ever play this game?
Okay. Or rainbow cat.
I love it.
Anyway.
Amazing.
Yeah, so wings
Short answer,
for both of
wings,
us.
yeah.
Wings.
Question number 5. Did you ever make your toys gay kiss? Yes or no?
Okay, yes, we heard a story about me secretly making Buzz and Woody kiss.
Aww.
Yeah, I still think about it. It's so cute.
I really just stuck with Winnie the Pooh. I don't think I ever had another toy that I was obsessed with. So he was he was riding solo for a while.
Okay.
But I have hope. Maybe he's out there somewhere and getting kissed all over by
was like,
someone.
Somewhere.
Hey, even,
He's still on
even
your
bears
bed.
need love, okay?
Yeah, even bears need love too.
Yeah, they do.
For all the bears listening to this podcast, which I know there's hundreds of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
all
sure
the
there's
bears
just-
are
yeah.
listening. Yeah.
The majority
there.
of our
Bears.
listening audience, I would assume.
Yeah. Just like bears really love
The
Let's Hang Out.
demographic. I love that. Oh, now I'm like objectifying Winnie the Pooh now. I'm like, he
my
was a
gosh,
bear, but okay.
He was
Yeah.
a silly willy-nilly old bear. Come
Yes, he
on.
was.
Again,
Yes,
I
he
would
was.
ship Pooh Bear and Tigger.
Yeah, that's
But
next
that's a whole nother
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll dive into the 100-acre woods next time.
Yeah, I love that. I just like unpack all the Disney Vault, and that's like just
Oh
a whole
my God.
season. I love that.
On that note, tell our listeners where they can find you if they want to hear more of your delightful conversations as well.
My OnlyFans account. I'm
No,
just kidding.
he doesn't have one.
No, I'm
He's
just
such a tease. I wish he would. We can make some serious money. No, we're on Instagram. It's just at @4M podcast. And then anywhere you listen to podcasts, just look for Masc4Masc. That's like masculine for masculine, because we're both total butch masculine daddies.
Yes.
As you can tell.
Praise.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun. We typically release an episode each week on Thursdays. We do seasons, so we'll do 10 episodes, take a few months off, do 10 more. But yeah, we'd love to have anyone over in our little
Yes.
neck of the woods.
Yes.
It's been an absolute blast hanging out with both of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm honored to be on this podcast. Honestly, it's an incredible.
So fun. Like I could spend my whole life on this podcast with you.
My face literally
So, like,
hurts. I just keep.
should
I'm
we?
like,
Yeah.
I know. I've been smiling
I
so hard
know.
that like my
Oh
cheeks
my
hurt.
goodness.
It's a lot.
but we have to say before we end that Toy Story should have been gay.
Should
Should have been gay.
Nailed it. Crushed it.
I want to
Crushed
leave
it.
that whole
Loved it.
exchange.
Yes.
Let me hear you say hip, 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 we're gay.
We love hearing from you and building our community, so we want to shout out some of our favorite things each episode. And we want to give a big shout out to everyone who came to our live show in LA. It was right in the middle of our crisis, but we wanted to have one last final gay hurrah before we all are on lockdown. And our audience did not disappoint. Our guests did not disappoint. And if you are listening and you didn't get to come to the show, that will be released on March 30th. So you'll have something to look forward to.
One last great gay hurrah. It
Oh,
was,
yes.
It was
It
quite
was a
a
blast.
night. We also, as always, want to thank our Lesbian Jesus patrons, Lizette Stye,
Tanya Ferguson,
Jess Klaus,
Danny Griswold,
Sarah and Julia,
Carrie Ann Lawrence,
Mark Foster,
Danny Gunluck Tamora,
Audrey O'Connor,
Wendy K. Bartlett,
Brittany Ray,
Kayla Kelly.
and our King Princess patrons, Amy and Ellen. Thank you all so much for helping support the podcast.
Especially now. We love you.
Yes.
All. A million. Remember, you can also find us on all the social medias, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Let's Hang Out Pod.
You can email us at letshangoutpod@gmail.com.
Or check out our website at letshangoutpod.com.
Make sure that you subscribe on whatever app you use to listen to podcasts. That way you'll get new episodes as soon as they go up.
We're also posting videos on our YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe at youtube.com/letshangoutpod to catch them.
If you want to help support the podcast, there's a couple different ways that you can do that. One of them is easy. It's free. You can go on iTunes and leave us a rating and a review. It helps new people find the podcast.
And if you want to support us financially, you can go to bit.ly/lespatreon. We love all our patrons. We'll be having some watch parties coming up and also hopefully just hanging out with you all online.
If you want to get some Les Hangout swag, you can go to our merch store. You can find it at bit.ly/lesshop. You can get tanks, you can get totes, you can get t-shirts, you can get all sorts of good stuff. So go check it out.
And if you want to find us individually, you can find me at Ellie Brigida on Instagram and Twitter.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at LSH Foster.
With that, I'm Ellie.
And I'm Lee.
And let's hang out again soon.
Let's hang out.
Buffet brawlers, glory holes gone wrong, cannibalistic castration cabins, public poopers? These are just a few of the crazy topics you'll hear covered on Excuse Me, That's Illegal, the pettiest podcast around. Whether you need a break from all that murdery true crime stuff, or just enjoy hearing hilarious stories told in a unique way, I got what you need. I'm Leroy Luna, your fearless host/chauffeur. So come hop in my minivan and let's go for a ride. I promise you probably won't be disappointed. Excuse Me, That's Illegal is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, basically everywhere you consume podcasts, with new episodes dropping on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of the month, baby!